phase.
I love Tradecaster.
Happy Saturday, everybody. Just a friendly reminder.
Over the past 12 months, how much money did you make day trading using your strategy? 551,000.
That kind of money, it's like you know what you're doing.
Sean knows his stuff.
So this is exactly how I did it.
Perfect.
I want everyone to go trade.
Go! Let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Anything else?
It wasn't pleasant. That was during lunch hours.
Take some pictures.
Now we're up $1,200.
We got some action right here.
$2,000, $760.
If I tell you how I was able to do this, go out and make that money, make a killing.
Can we start getting ourselves in the green somehow? Get it, people! A bot sell man making HUDI $1,000. Ollie with a $327 trade. Boom, guys. $989 profit. 2,600. Oh, baby! Oh, baby! Oh, baby! You guys want to see something good today? We're bringing something good to the house. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to absolutely everyone right here and right now at this moment. In this moment in time, it is currently 8:50 a.m. We are getting ourselves absolutely excited for this massive day ahead. I hope everyone is fired on up and ready to go. Good morning to every single trader here. Let's get all set, ready to rock. Let's get all set, ready to go. Let's get ourselves fired up at this time because there is a market ahead of us that we want to be able to attack, that we want to be able to take on over, and we want to make as much as humanly possible as we can on this day. Already on this day today, I'm already up $1,007 in trading profits. Already today. Already made $1,007 in trading profits. I was able to make this trade for anyone who was not awake. This was at 7:14 in the morning. I held this play for about 45 seconds. So again, I got in on SLXN this morning. And for anyone who was not here, SLXN, as you guys could see earlier this morning at 7 o'clock, we had a lot of big time hype. So again, where did I make my money? I made my money on a little bit of a dip buy. I got filled at the price of $16.80, $16.60, $16.50, $16.30, and I got out at $17.30. I had 1,500 shares on the play. I was able to make a little over $1,000. So I'm already starting my day off here today with over $1,000 in profit, which is absolutely awesome. On top of that, guys, you guys already know yesterday we were able to make a little over $1,000 as well. So yesterday we made $1,272 in profit. Today we've already made $1,007 in profit. So I again told every single person, I am going to be, again, journaling all my trades live to the public so you guys can see absolutely everything. So far, we do have a 100% win rate. Our average win is $759. We are, again, you guys can see the net P&L overall in the last 2 days. We've been able to make $2,279. And again, you know, we're sitting here pretty solid, feeling good, and waiting to see kind of what we have next. So we're getting ourselves jacked on up on this day. Ready to rock and roll, ready to see, of course, what's going to be coming on up here, and of course, ready to get after it. So again, 2 days so far, $1,272 today, but we are looking, or $1,007 today, but we are looking to make more. It's not like that's going to be my only trade on the day. This is September trading. This is the time that we got to wake up and get ourselves excited. This is the time people are getting themselves absolutely jacked on up. And you know what? We ain't slowing down in any sort of way. If anything, we're only picking up. We're only getting ourselves up to that next level and that next opportunity. So ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are with me right here and right now, let's go ahead and smash that thumbs on up. If you guys are here with me right at this moment, go ahead and get yourselves excited. Hit that like, hit that repost, share this video. Let's all make some money today. Woo! 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 Let's get it. So, it's time to, of course, you know, be able to attack. It's time to get after it. Now, I will say this, team. Over the last 2 days now, over the last 48 hours, the way that I've traded has been slightly different. I haven't been looking for as many shorts. I've been looking for more dip buys. And the reason why I've been looking for dip buys is because it's been very difficult to be able to figure out exactly where the high is going to be. When I take a look over on SLXN, I see SLXN go from $4 up to $10, up to $15, up to $20, up to $25, up to $30. I'm playing a guessing game, asking myself, where's the best short going to be? To be frank with you, I have no idea. I have no idea where the best short is actually going to be at this time. So the thing is, SLXN, this play has gone a great move. It's gone on a great rip. It's gone on a great climb. But I'm kind of more either jumping in and trying to ride that momentum towards the upside. Or again, I'm saying to myself, let me wait for a dip buy. If this thing comes crashing all the way back down near lows, I think I could be able to get a dip. I'm a little bit nervous to short this week, just because some stocks have gone up way higher than what we ever expected. So we know there's been a lot of crazy rips and runs this week. Let's take a little recap. What was the first stock to go on a big spike, big climb this week? OCTO. OCTO spiked over 2,000%. OCTO went all the way from this week $1 spiked up to 80 bucks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, could today be a dip buy opportunity over on OCTO? I mean, traders, we went from $1 to $80. It's back down now to $22 at this moment. Is there going to be a point where people are going to say, man, we just fell $60 on OCTO? You know what? I think there's actually going to be a little bit of a squeeze and a breakout here today. Definitely. Opportunity. OCTO, I'm just going to connect some of these dots here. If I connect these dots on OCTO, I mean, regardless, we have room to run up towards around that $30 mark. OCTO might be the play that we want to get ourselves involved in on the long side today, just because we do hit trend line, we fade and fall. hit trend line, fade and fall, hit trend line, fade and fall. So the thing is, team, every single time we again come up towards this trend line area, we do have OCTA reversing. And the thing is, we still have opportunity to come up to that trend line area. And if we break that trend line, that's where another squeeze will most likely happen. OCTO set fire to how hot this market is right now. So OCTO, we 100% want to keep this on watch. We 100% want to be aware of this play. We 100% want to, again, be talking about OCTO today because that one definitely has a little potential. I do just want to take a look. GRI has a little bit of hype. Let me again take a look over on GRI real quick. GRI traders did just get a quick little spike here over on GRI. We'll keep that on the back burner, see if anything can happen towards it. But what was our number 2 top gainer behind OCTO? Then on Tuesday, we had CWD. Unfortunately, CWD, guys, it's like trash. Nothing you really want at CWD. Had a massive gap up, but then came crashing all the way back on down with no signs of buying volume. We then had QMMM. QMMM. This is another play that's just not giving up yet. QMMM. This was also a Tuesday play. Stock went from $8 to $300. Traders, if you had an $8,000 account over on Tuesday and you bought in on QMMM and was able to hold this to the top, you are making how much money? $292,000 in the matter of one day from an $8,000 account. That's what's so insane about the stock market. That's what's so wild about the stock market. The amount of money that you guys can make over on these plays, it's insane. It's nuts. So QMMM, this stock does have a large spread. It is a very choppy play. It's a little bit difficult to feel confident pulling the trigger on the stock. I'm just being honest with you. At the same time, this is a play in a stock that has opportunity to also dump back on down. It went from $8 to $300. Guys, we're still up over $100. This stock could come crashing back on down today. This could be a wild short that can make you ridiculous amounts of money. So QMMN, definitely make sure that you guys are aware. This is a play that definitely can make you a lot of money. All right? Now, what else do we want to see? ZDAI, little heads on up, just came out with a little press release. We'll keep our eyes peeled on it. Did just come out with approval right there. So ZDAI, we'll keep that one on watch. Then yesterday, we did have WLDS. And WLDS did come out with an offering today. Little heads up for you guys. But WLDS, as you guys could see, spiked on up to $11, came back on down. Spiked on up towards around $11, came back on down. Spiked on up towards around $10.50, came back on down. And now, right now, WLDS, it seems like it's starting to kind of give a lot back. We have a little bit of an uptrend, still trying to stay alive on this play. WLDS, again, you guys can see right around that 1025, 1050 mark is the main resistance line. So we do have main resistance up near around 1050, and we have a lot of bottom support right around $6 right now. WLDS is like the last supernova we had. This was the one we had yesterday. So traders, that's the most important thing. I want to make sure that you guys are all set. Little heads on up. Concrete Trader says, Dek, OCTO has a ticker change as of today. It's going to be turning into ORBS. Wow, interesting. So OCTO. So, okay, so is that ORBS now? Wow, okay. Now ORBS traders, as you guys can see, like, is this thing just dumping on off? Look at that thing. So ORBS is the new OCTO. Thank you for the heads up right there. Just changed their ticker. Let's see what happens on this play today and see what OCTO is going to do. So those are, again, some recap plays right there. I appreciate it, Eric. Thank you so much for the heads on up. So those are already like the 4 plays that have gone supernova, that has gone parabolic already today. Now, is there a play right now at this moment? Is there a play in this exact second that every single trader is running over towards and saying, today's the parabolic move on this stock? Does anyone see anyone? Is there any stock XYZ, ABC that every single player is running over towards and saying, this is today's parabolic mover? What do we have? We have MOGU. This isn't really going parabolic at this time. We did go from $2 to $10. SLXN was parabolic. It did go from $4 up to $30, right? What about PFSA? PFSA slowly trying to grind on up. VNCE had an earnings last night. So VNCE earnings last night. I don't think we have that crazy one just yet. I don't think we have that absolutely nuts one just yet. I don't think we have that absolutely insane one just yet at this moment, but I definitely think it could come. I definitely think, again, every single trader is going to get excited and people are going to say to themselves, whoa, this thing's going to be absolutely nuts. I want to trade. I want to make big money today. I want to put myself out there, but we also have to be smart. We have to wait for that play. We have to understand market conditions. So traders, if we just took a step back here, team, what would everyone say is maybe, again, market conditions at this time? So for me, if I had to break this on down and say, all right, what are the market conditions? The market conditions at this moment is we know, again, stocks are running hot. So we know that we have a lot of strong momentum. Now, this strong momentum is leading towards stocks going higher than what we expect. If a stock usually goes from $1 to $4, it's going from $1 to $10. If a stock is going from $5 to $10, it's going $5 to $30. So if you start seeing a breakout here today, I am not opposed in any way. If someone says, hey, Dek, I know I'm chasing a little bit, but I understand the market conditions have just been so hot for buyers that things are going up more than we expect. I am not upset if anyone chases today, if anyone chased yesterday. Because if I say, hey guys, don't buy a stock, it's up 200%, and the last 3 days in a row, we've seen 2,000% spikers, I mean, you're just kind of playing the odds. Yes, you're going into the play knowing you're chasing. At the same time, you are going in on the play saying, hey, we're averaging over 1,000% on these big time spikers. So maybe we do start seeing a little bit more momentum. Little heads on up, TRNR. This one just starts spiking. So again, like TRNR, this one just came out with a press release. 9 a.m. TRNR just came on out. It says updates its FAQ page, increased guidance about 80 million pro forma revenue. So again, it did just update it saying they're going to be looking to get $80 million. Maybe TRNR starts getting a little bit of hype from there. Sure. Do we want to understand that resistance is going to hold on up? Still, $5 is strong resistance. $10 is strong resistance. At the same time, plays when they have spiked have gone way higher than what we think. So I'm going to say not only is it hot, but we have seen buyers more in control, right? So buyers have been in control. Number two, right? Shorting, what we usually love to do, is going to be more risky because again, it's going to be very tough. And I'm going to put an X here. Don't try to time the top. So don't try to time the top right here. Because the thing is, team, just like if I went over to SLXN, if I try to trade SLXN and it goes from $5 to $10, that's a 100% move. And I'm saying, hey, guys, let's go ahead and look for a short. Then $10 up towards $15. Guys, let's go ahead and look for a short. 15 to 20, 20 to 20. It just goes higher than what we expect. If you want to short it, I don't recommend trying to nail the top. I recommend probably waiting until we have some sort of fade and riding the momentum. So again, I would say maybe a big thing about today and tomorrow and this whole entire week is, again, ride momentum. Don't try to be a hero and figure out exactly where the stock is going to reverse. Don't be a hero and say, oh, I know exactly where it's going to be able to pop back on up. Try to, again, ride momentum. I really think, again, the best ways to be able to trade this market is, number one, we either buy early when we see a lot of news. We trust that these stocks are going to spike. We either short, but after maybe, again, 1 or 2 or 3 large red candles showing that momentum is shifting. Or, again, we look for bottom dip buys. But, again, this does come back down to buyers have been in control recently. Now, again, my last two trades that I've made. Right, my last 2 trades that I've made has been $1,200 off a dip buy and $1,070 in profit off of a dip buy. So again, all my profits here have been off of a dip buy, right? Dip buy, dip buy, dip buy. That's, again, very important at this moment. Want to make sure that we're all set ready to get after these plays, but a lot of it has been dip buying opportunities. Now, team, it's 9:03 in the market. 9:03 at this time. Let's everyone take a step back, right? Going to turn off the music here for a second, and let's just try to get a idea of, maybe what do we want to be looking at on this day, okay? So let's get an idea on what is the best plays, what are the best moves. Number one, SLXN. Do we need SLXN at the bell? Most likely not. This is not going to be at the bell play, just because it's losing a little bit of steam at this moment. Guys, little heads on up, TRNR right now. TRNR is going a little bit hotter. TRNR, guys, again, updating its, increase in price. This thing might just kind of go a little bit nuts. Why is it going to go nuts? Well, traders, just because, again, we're seeing a lot of weird plays go crazy. So TRNR, Dek, where if you want to get a dip buy, I would say, again, dip buy maybe back in the 450s, 460s if you're looking for that quick little dip. I'm nervous, again, some plays have kind of dumped back on down, but I would say, again, 460s. I'm going to play it smart. 440s, again, 450. If we, again, do see a little bit of a large red candle, I just want to make sure we're trying to get filled near a bottom area where there is opportunity for a dip buy and bounce. So TRNR, I don't mind looking for a dip buy or a bounce play. At the same time, guys, let's make sure we're being smart here and taking profits when we have them. So we did just come on down towards 470. I did not get filled right there. I was going to be looking for a dip buy and bounce play, as you guys know, as we came back on down. Unfortunately, I did not get filled right there. I do have live orders over on TRNR. It came on down to 470. I was going to look to get filled at 460, 450, 430, just because TRNR did just have a big spike and then now starting to turn a little bit. I will still look for a quick dip if we again get that fall and fade, but I always like to try to get the first dip buy and then bounce back on up. Let's see here. I want to see some momentum. I want to see some strength here. Right now, TRNR trying to spike. Let's see if it can keep getting some buying volume. Guys, a lot of people running over to TRNR at this moment. A lot of people still trying to get, bring in that hype, bring in that action, bring in that attention at this time. So it's not a bad play. If I do get filled over on any sort of dip buy, it is just going to be get in, get out, right? That's kind of like, what this dip buy most likely is going to be in. Get in, get out, take a profit, move on from it. So sometimes, right? Sometimes it's all about just, locking in gains when you have them. Locking in those quick profits, locking in those quick gains, making sure that you're all set. Let's just keep our eyes peeled on this here just for a moment. TRNR. Again, I wouldn't mind if we got filled, cost basis back on down towards this little line right here. All right, let's get a little bit of a crack down towards, again, 450 and then bounce back on up. It's holding. All right, traders, I'm going to move on from this one. I'm going to move on from this play, exiting out all my orders. Not happening. Okay, so we know TRNR definitely has some hype and attention towards it. Let's see if there's anything else. SLXN. SLXN, as I said, most likely will not be the hot play at the bell. Now, what we do want to remember, though, is SLXN is still up big. Guys, if a stock went from $5 up to $12, how many people here would be like, oh, wow, this is a very big spike? The reason why it doesn't look as appealing anymore is because it went from $5 to $30, then back on down towards $12. It still went from $5 to $12. SLXN is still up over 100%. This is still a great play at this time. So if this play maybe breaks $13, we might rip up to the VWAP, up towards 15, 1560. This is still a good play. MOGU starting to fade and fall a little bit. VNCE fading and falling a little bit. PFSA fading and falling a little bit. YYGH fading and falling a little bit. Now we also have TRNR fading and falling a little bit as well. I'm not looking for a dip buy right now. As you guys know, I canceled my orders. Let's get our answers. So guys, how do I get my answers every single morning? The answer is, how do I find my stocks every morning? I use FoxRunner, as you guys know. FoxRunner literally gives me the answers every single day. I know, again, I post, hey guys, buy this play, look at this play, hey guys, this. People say, how do you know what stock to pick? Again, it's right here. So this tool, again, gives me every answer I need on what stocks are going to spike, rip, and run and climb. So, number one thing that we are going to do to kick on off here, traders, is we always want to understand news equals spiking. People buy stocks because it comes out with news. When we have credible news, stocks go on big rips and runs. So the first thing you always want to do every day is let's look at the best press releases today. What stocks came out with news today that could lead towards buyers going back into these plays? Because remember, when we again take a look here, traders, and we want to think about the best spikers, let's scroll on down to the early morning. I saw this earlier today. And we think about what were the best spikers this week, reviewing all the breakouts this week. What did we have here, guys? Monday, OCTO had news. It says it has a $20 million strategic investment from BMNR, aka Tom Lee stock, aka the Ethereum play, right? We know that this is definitely one we want to keep our eyes peeled on, right? So strategic investment from BMNR. This play, OCTO, went all the way from $2 to $80. It had a credible press release. CWD said they're going to be purchasing a large amount of Chainlink cryptocurrency, gave traders a reason to buy it. QMMM came out with, again, expansion to cryptocurrency, went on a reason to buy it. WLDS, again, secures a U.S. patent for its breakthrough on its voice AI. Again, had a credible reason to buy it. So one of the most important things every single morning is to look to see what stocks have that credibility, right? So what do we have here? Number one, we know it's SLXN. SLXN did come out with positive data demonstrating its pancreatic cancer sites following system administration. So this is still one that I think traders are going to be looking at. It's the best press release here today with the biggest spike on the day. Good thing I didn't look for that dip buy over on TRNR. And if this play does break, I would say 1250, we might have a return in buyers. We might have, again, people move right back in on this play. So SLXN, still 100%, you got to keep your eyes peeled on it, okay? Now, something is starting to take over SLXN, MOGU. Now, what's going on right here, guys? MOGU approves strategic allocation up to $20 million in digital currencies. Let's take a second here. OCTO spiked massively on Monday because they got a $20 million investment from BMNR, which is an Ethereum stock. Then we saw QMM spike up huge. Why is that, guys? Because they were, was that a cryptocurrency play as well? And then we also had CWD talk about buying Chainlink, which is a cryptocurrency place. So team, if we have another $20 million going to MOGU for, again, digital currencies, aka cryptocurrencies, this one might possibly go on a spike as well. So let's see again. How's this one looking? MOGU right now. MOGU, again, I would say let's keep this play on watch. MOGU, let me just take a step back. Let's zoom out of this a little bit. MOGU, big time spike, went all the way from, again, $2 up to $10. $6 is our main support line. We do have a little bit of a strong downtrend at this moment. Where would buyers move in? It's almost the same exact thing as we have over on SLXN. Break of this downtrend is where short squeezes would most likely happen. If we can break this downtrend and start seeing buyers return, that's where, again, we get the hype. That's where we get the excitement. That's where we get the action. Because really, let's just make our life simple. What do you guys realize? If we, again, are underneath this trend line, we are considered bearish, right? We are underneath the trend line. We know that bears, shorters, sellers are in control. If we are above the trend line, right? This is where we have bullishness, right? Where we have, again, bullishness right here, where we are all set, ready to go. And we have bears on the bottom, bulls on the top. Above this line is where we could see buyers return. It's the same exact thing with SLXN. SLXN, guys, there is no difference whatsoever. If we can break this downtrend, that is where we start seeing buyers start moving on in. So we have bullishness. If the stock can break through not only that downtrend, but the VWAP would be extremely helpful. So again, there's the buyers. That's where, again, short squeezes happen. But as of now, we are still sitting on the bearish side. So two plays, one and number two top gainers on the day, both have the same exact setup. And the good news is both have credibility. SLXN is trying. We do have MOGU also trying. So notice how, again, how am I finding these plays every single morning? Well, if you study the news, we know that the hot news is leading towards people moving in on these plays. We have SLXN with positive data demonstrating cancer. We have MOGU, which talks about approves the strategic allocations. So what's number three right here? VNCE. VNCE talks about an earnings last night. So just a little heads on up. VNCE had an earnings last night. We also have PFSA, which talked about having adopts NVIDIA power technology. Sometimes when you see the word NVIDIA in a small penny stock, the stock will go on a big time rip and run because NVIDIA is the most valuable company in the world right now. But this is not saying that NVIDIA has chosen PFSA. It's just saying PFSA is adopting its power. So it's almost like, let's imagine if you had a business and you said, hey guys, I just purchased a new iPhone. Yeah, Apple just partnered with me. No, Apple didn't just partner with you. You just went out and bought an iPhone. Doesn't mean, again, Apple's working with you. Same exact thing with PFSA. PFSA adopts NVDA's technology. People, again, investors like, oh, NVDA and PFSA is working together. No, they're not working together. Just PFSA is using NVDA's products. So while there is or was a little bit of like that initial hype trying to push that play on up, it is, again, coming back on down here slightly. Still, regardless, I would say let's keep our eyes peeled on it to see, of course, what we have going on over on these plays. So, guys, everyone go over to these news alerts tab and let's just make sure that we are all set, ready to rock and roll and ready to get after it here just for this moment. All right, 1 second here. I just want to make sure that we are all good, and then we are going to continue to make sure that we're all set here. But let's have ourselves an absolutely incredible day. So, team, what are we going to be looking at here today? Let's just go through all of the news alerts today and just make sure that we are not missing anything whatsoever. Remember, we have 15 minutes until the market opens on up. Let's do our morning prep. So one of my routines every single day is wake up and read this. Read again each news alert. So now again, we're mentally prepared. Nothing's worse than sitting down at a big exam and not knowing what's going on. Nothing's worse than being the guy in the room that's asking everyone else for answers. You want to know what's on the exam. You want to know the answers. You want to have everything set. So first things first, Wednesday's top gainers. What was the number one play of yesterday? Number one play of yesterday was WLDS. Unfortunately, WLDS is coming back on down here slightly, but WLDS, it's a previous top gainer. WLDS, you guys can see strong resistance up near around $11, dip buy opportunity back down near around $6. WLDS, yesterday supernova, definitely keep that one in your memory bank in case that one starts popping on up. Okay, cool. Next on up, we did have VNCE earnings. VNCE did have its earnings last night. Again, posted right there. VNCE, this is a play that did have a little bit of spiking. Not my favorite play today, starting to come back on down. Cool. We also had ASMT talking about their revenue growth. Okay, so AMST, this play again had a big spike this morning. Unfortunately, came back on down. Okay, cool. What is this? Blue chip key points. What are major key points that happened over the last 24 hours? So Oracle strong AI cloud prospect, Google Cloud, Figa, Qualcomm, Google, NVIDIA. This is just like a ton of big headlines that you guys probably want to be aware of. Make sure you guys read those, especially if you guys are over in blue chips. This right here talks about what? Reviewing all the breakouts this week. We already talked about this. OCTO Monday, Tuesday with CWD and QMM. We do have Wednesday WLDS and all the news and reasoning behind it. We went over SLXN's press release today. XLSN has positive data, one of the best plays that we want to be watching. The S&P 500 did come out, or not the S&P 500, but we always like to look at it, saying CPI data will be released at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. That CPI data is now out, so we can check that on out. KZIA had a little spike and dump. Here is all the best stocks that we should be watching. Thursday's top gainers, hot news and most active. SLXN, AMST, KZIE, VNCE. We also had TRNR just come on out. We had, again, all the previous top gainers, OCTO, all that good stuff. And and here is the CPI data, which is out as well at this time. So everything that I've gone over is, of course, listed right here so you can get more detail as well. We also, of course, looked at all the top gainers on the day. And then on top of that here, ladies and gentlemen, we can see all of the big time spikes on the day. Now, look at this, guys. SLXN, did this just come out 1 minute ago? 1 minute ago, SLXN just came out with a public offering. Is that offering about to kill this play? Is that offering about to kill SLXN? Yikes a Roni. So traders, what do we have here? SLXN just came out with an offering. SLXN at 9:16 and 58 seconds. So traders, that was 1 minute ago. 1 minute ago, SLXN just came out with an offering. $6 million offering. Now, a lot of people are saying, Dek, what the heck is an offering? I have no idea what this means. An offering is when you put more shares out to the public. They just put $6 million worth of shares out to the public. So all the existing shares are not as valuable as they just once were. That's what it means. So imagine this, guys. Imagine if all of a sudden, let's think about it in a funny way, right? You guys all know Pokemon, right? Pokemon. Let's say there is one Charizard left in the world, okay? There's one Charizard, the most rare card you can get. Now, how much would that rare Charizard go for? People would raise their hand and say, I'll give you 100,000. I'll give you 500,000. I'll give you $1 million for the one rare Charizard. Guess what? It's $1 million. What would happen if all of a sudden they found a factory and inside the factory were thousands of these Charizards? Well, now guess what? That $1 million super rare Charizard is no longer rare. Is someone going to pay $1 million for that Charizard? No, I'll give you $10 for it. No, I want $1 million. Nope. Well, that guy is selling his for $10. I'm going to go over there. Well, how can he sell his for 10? Because now there's thousands. So the price just drops instantly. Take a look at SLXN right here. We just put $6 million worth of shares out to the public. So all the other shares that were available are no longer as valuable as they were. So SLXN just came crashing all the way back on down. So again, that was a play we were going to look at, but unfortunately, we can't look at that play right now. It seems like right now, the best play for us at this moment is MOGU. The best play at this time is MOGU. The best play that we, again, are going to be focusing on at this time is going to be MOGU at this moment and see how that one opens on up. Now, please, I will also say QMMM could be an incredible play today It's just so risky, team. QMMM could be a massive dump today or another massive spike. This is probably the most wild one. If you guys just say, hey, Dek, I want to snakeskin Randy this. I want to, again, wear nothing but a cowboy hat and assless chaps, riding on the steed in the wild, wild west. You got a stock that went from $8 to $300, stock that fell back down to $80, and now is sitting at $113. We could potentially drop $50 today over on, again, QMMM. So, want to make sure that we are all set, ready to go here. And again, SLXN had that dump. So, a lot of offerings, traders. Now, little heads on up. As you guys can see this, that is something that I always do. And I'll just make this a little bit smaller. There are keywords, right, that we always love. Like our 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, and 4-star words. These are words that I love seeing. But at the same time, guys, these are my favorite words. But I also have words in red. The words that you guys see in red are words I stay away from because, again, it visually just helps me be able to decipher what's a good press release and what's a bad press release. Like, for instance, if all of a sudden all I had was this, and I had to say, like, what's good or what's bad, it's tough. But again, once I turn on my color coding, I can figure out very quickly what is worth looking at and what's not worth looking at. So take a look at this. SLXN came out with an offering. An offering is one of those words that if I see it in red, I stay away from it, right? It's like, nope, that's not a good thing. Like my bad words are potential. My bad words are maybe, upcoming meeting, an offering. Whenever I see these words like a red press release, I'm like, not worth it or get ready for a short. So not only do I use this as in what's the best press releases, right? Not only do I use this on finding like what stocks are going to explode and go on big rips and runs and pops and climbs, but I also use it as in what are the words and the press releases I want to stay away from. So again, for me, my favorite press releases are like in gold, but also again, there's in red that I like to stay away from. So again, it does make it very simple and very easy, just depending on who you are and how you guys like to use Fox Runner. So make sure you guys check that on out. Little side note, MOGU is getting the hype right now. MOGU is getting the attention. MOGU is getting the hype. And MOGU is breaking from that bearish side to that bullish side. Now, MOGU, stock's getting that momentum. Remember, traders, what's the reason on this? MOGU has now taken the #1 top spot. Now, remember, just a quick little refresher. MOGU, what did this do? This is that cryptocurrency play. We know MOGU approved strategic allocation up to $20 million of digital cryptocurrencies. So we can see absolutely everything we need right here, giving us that credibility and that understanding of why the stock is getting that spike. MOGU traders, stock's starting to build, stock's starting to get some hype. Let's see how this one is going to open up at the start of the day. All right. Now, let's get ready to go here. Team, also on top of that, I want to make sure that you guys are all set. As promised, from this point on, again, I just want to make sure I try to be as transparent as I possibly can be. I'm here, I'm live streaming, I'm doing this in real time. You see my entries, you see my exits, but I am going to be journaling it all for you guys to watch. Now, again, TradePath reached out to me and said, hey, Dek, we have been building this new journal for the last 2 years. We incorporated AI into it. And again, I personally have loved this so far. It's cool. It's interesting. It helps you, again, become a better trader. You guys can see everything that I have right here. 2 trades so far, breaking it on down. And again, I can read into it. I can be able to talk about it. I can be able to break this on down even more and be able to understand every single trade and why I'm doing it. You know what I think is one of my favorite things here is this right here. The Trade Savage Assistant. You guys can go through this on your Trade Savage Assistant, and then after about 2, 3, 5 trades, you can be able to get an understanding of what works best. So where am I the least profitable? How can I improve my trading? Where am I lacking in my trading? So after about like a week, you can be able to ask the AI, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? How am I becoming better? So where am I the most profitable? How can I improve my trading? What is holding me back from making more money? So I want to make sure, I've only had 2 trades on this. So what brings me the most success in my trading so far? And it breaks down your trades from, again, your entries to your exits, what you've done right, what you've done wrong. And again, is going to be able to give you AI answers based off your trading. So again, like it's not going to be, so far, what brings me the most success in my trading? So far, I have 100% win rate, perfect execution so far, but the sample size is too small to confirm a true edge. So again, after I have, again, a little bit more, I'm going to be able to get a little bit more breakdown of this. So we're all set. But I think that is really cool that they actually incorporated AI in a cool way. Also, we got Zen mode. Zen mode, baby. If you guys just want to take some time to be able to relax, absolutely awesome. But again, they did give me, I want everyone to check this on out if you guys have not yet. Every single person here can get a free 2-week pass. Make sure you guys go ahead and check that on out right now. The 2 free week pass so that you guys are all set. I will post a link so everyone can go sign up to that right now. So, traders, if you guys want that journal, the journal is absolutely free. Go ahead, place this right now. You guys are all good, ready to rock. The code word is 14 capital D-A-Y. So again, that's the code word right there, 14 day. Once you click 14 day, you guys do get a free 2-week pass. You do have to sign up. You will not be charged. I highly, highly, highly recommend everyone go check this out. Track your trades, record your trades, get the AI bot, everything you need. But I am going to be posting everything here live for you guys to make it 100% transparent so that you guys are growing and becoming better every single day. Make sure that you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. So, absolutely awesome. Absolutely great. And I'm just, I'll post that over on my Twitter as well. So if you guys are watching over on Twitter, you guys have that. But cool stuff. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Team, also here for this moment, it is currently 9:26. And before we even kick off this day here, traders, I do just want to be able to say, first off, it is September 11th. And, you know, September 11th, as we know, is a day in history that, of course, we will never forget. And it's a day that definitely changed everything. For anyone who lost any family members or loved ones in September 11th, you know, that is just absolutely devastating. And, you know, we will never forget that. Also, on top of that, yesterday, with everything that happened over with Charlie Kirk, absolutely devastating. I was extremely angry about that yesterday. And, you know, no one deserves that in any sort of way. Again, the thing that makes America so amazing, so incredible, is to be able to have different views. I believe the reason why America is where it's at today, on how powerful and dominant America is because we hear both sides. We hear, again, one side, hear the other side, go through trials. Trials are, again, what makes us better, what makes us stronger. It's important to have opposite views. It's important to be able to learn and grow. And again, you know, just seeing that yesterday was extremely heartbreaking. So my, again, prayers go to that Kirk family. And, you know, that's just very, very sad. But wanted to, again, September 11th, talk about Charlie for a second. But, you know, let's get to trading. But definitely something that was on my heart and my mind. So let's get after it here, guys. Let's see what we have. It is currently 9:27 in this market, and see what we have. Let's get ready to rock. Let's get after it. Let's make this money. Let's see what we have at this moment. And let's see where this momentum's going to go. Right now, 9:28 in the market. 9:28 in the market. Let's wake up, traders. Get ourselves going here. Oh baby, 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 oh yeah, oh baby, 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 oh here we go, baby, oh 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 baby, wake up! Wake up! Game time, baby. $9.28 in the market, traders. We are going to be keeping our eyes peeled over on MOGU to kick things on off. MOGU, #1 stock to be watching. Everyone at this time, smash that thumbs on up at this moment. Get yourselves excited. Get ready to go. 9:29. Here we go, 30 seconds. MOGU is going to be our top stock at this moment. MOGU, top stock to watch at this time. If we are going to get a dip buy and bounce play, the best chance of a dip buy is most likely going to be at the old area of resistance. That's going to be back on down towards like 550. So MOGU, if interested on a dip buy, it's going to be right around that 550-ish mark. So I'm going to even put entries right now. 560, 564, 558. I'm just kind of like spreading out entries all over the place. In case MOGU ever gets that quick little drop, I will look for that dip and that bounce and that move around that 550-ish mark if we get that pullback. Now, as you guys know, if I don't get filled, that's no harm, no foul. Again, I'm up $1,000 on the day so far. Let's see what catches the fire. Let's see what catches the momentum. Let's see again, where this momentum's going to go. MOGU is the hottest play as of now. SLXN basically dumped on off. We could see a lot of action going over to MOGU on this day. Okay? Now, if you guys even want to get even more crazier, QMMM could be a wild one. QMMM could be just as insane. So make sure you guys are all set over there. That's going to be a nuts play. Also, OCTO. What's the new OCTO, guys? What's the new OCTO? I got to go back up to you, Eric. The new is ORBS. So ORBS is the new OCTO. So we might see a possible dip buy and bounce play over on ORBS here today, because the OCTO changed their name. Little heads on up for you guys. So that could possibly get a little bit of a dip. That could possibly get a little bit of a bounce. Right now, again, I'm still watching. Right now, I'm looking at what I believe is the hottest play of the day, MOGU. I would look, if we ever got a big dip buy back on down to 550-ish, I would look for a dip buy down there. That would be, again, a bounce off of old resistance. GRI. That was a hotter one earlier this morning. Let's, again, find that one mover here, team. Let's find that one mover. Let's find that one play. Right now here, team. Still watching MOGU. Gonna see if we get that big quick pullback. Dip buys back in the 540s, 550 region. That's where we want that dip buy. That's where we want that pullback if we are going to look for a dip, because all I'm looking for, little heads on up. And again, I always try to be open, honest. I try to make sure everyone understands. I am looking for a dip buy at an area where I believe reversals has happened in the past. Now, what does that mean? That means when I take a look at the chart, we hit the purple line, we fall and fade. 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 We did get a nice breakout when we went from the bearish side to the bullish side. Now, if we start crashing on down, this is where is the best chance of a possible dip. That's the best chance of a move back on up. And that's what we want to understand. Old resistance turns into new support. It's the same exact thing as if we went over and typed in support and resistance trading over on Google. And let's say we just checked out some of these images. If we just check out some of these images right here, what do you guys realize? You guys see resistance, resistance, we break it, turned into support, support, support. That's how resistance works. Resistance, resistance, you crack underneath it. Now, again, it turns into support and bounces back on up. So MOGU, if this thing dumped, it's still, again, that 545-ish region. That would be the best chance of us to be able to make some quick money. Now, that doesn't mean, again, we want to hold this all day. It would be get filled, try to make a, $300, $400, $500, take profits when we have them. But let's see. We also have QMMM. Still watching that one. QMMM. That one, again, starting to get a little bit of a dump, guys. That one's going to be a little interesting today. You could possibly short QMMM at $100. End of the day today, it's all the way down towards 80. You know what I mean? Like, that thing could get nuts. WLDS was yesterday's. Let's not forget. WLDS was yesterday's number one top gainer. Yesterday's number one top gainer, guys. WLDS has potential to start squeezing again. It did have an offering this morning, which does make me a little bit nervous. But what can you guys see over on WLDS? WLDS spikes on up to 1050, comes back on down, up to 1050, back on down, up to 1025, back on down. It must get above the VWAP. But if we can get above the VWAP area, traders, guess what? Boink, we could possibly squeeze and spike all the way up towards around $10. So again, if all of a sudden, let's say we do have SLXN pretty much done with, no one's really going to be trading SLXN after that big offering. And right now we do have the majority of traders over on MOGU. MOGU starting to fade and fall a little bit. Now, if MOGU fades and falls, we could see people to say, hey, I'm going to go back over to WLDS. And as we move back over to WLDS, that's where a lot of that hype and that excitement could again start happening. So WLDS, keep this one on high watch and high alert. Does QMMM have that massive spread still? Not that big of a spread. I mean, 50 cents. It's still a very nerve-wracking trade. Definitely a nerve-wracking trade. QMMM, again, that's one of those you short, you walk away, and you just hope that, again, when you come back, you're a multimillionaire. It's like, you know, QMMN, it has so much room to dump and fade and fall today. It's just going to be a little interesting. So that one's getting a little weaker. Guys, MOGU trying to still get a little bit of that bounce play. Still go back to that 1 minute time frame. No entries for myself since the start of the day. We are sitting with a $1,000 profit so far today. And let me know as well here, traders. Let me know, of course, over on the Trading Journal. You guys are all set here. You know what I think we're going to do? Also, a little heads on up. We're waiting for our first trade to kind of happen. For anyone who does not know, I want to throw this out here right now. I want to start promoting this. I want to make sure that you guys are ready for this. We are having a massive event. Massive event right now. We're estimating like 300 to 400 people showing up. And again, it's 100% free. We are having a New York City rooftop takeover. So, every single person, 2:30 in the 5th. That's the rooftop bar that you guys can come through. And again, that is right here. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. It's a lot of fun. If you guys live in the New York City or Northeast region or just want to come, October 2nd at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So October 2nd at 6 p.m. Eastern time, we are again going to be having an absolutely free. You might have to pay a cover charge if the bar charges it, but we are having a New York City rooftop takeover. Come on up. We are going to have a massive event up here. Everyone can network, talk, socialize, and we are inviting everyone. No, we're not selling tickets to this. Show on up and have yourself a night. I don't think you guys should be selling tickets and all this stuff for what? Just to hang out, just to talk stocks, to meet other people. So October 2nd, 2:30 in the 5th, make sure that you're all set. Now, the broker that I use, Cobra, they are going to be sponsoring it. But again, they're going to be giving out 100 wristbands. 100 wristbands to the people that show up, show up early, and also I can give them out where you guys are going to get free drinks and free food all night. So there's going to be 100 people that show up that are going to be getting free food and free drinks all night. If again you don't have a wristband, you can still enjoy the party, enjoy the fun, but at the same time, guys, you just might have to pay for your drink. Hey, that's fine. But I'm trying to think of some cool ways, some cool new ways right here that you guys can win a wristband so that you guys are all good. Win a wristband so that you guys are all good. Let's do this here, team. Because again, if you signed up to TradePath, I will again, for one person today who has signed up to TradePath, I will again give a wristband to. So again, if you guys post again your TradePath over in chat or over on Twitter or X or whatever, I will again pick one of those winners, one person who signed up to TradePath today on the free 14-day trial, and I will again give you a wristband. So let's see. Take a moment, sign up to TradePath, put yourself in the running for a wristband for free drinks and free food all night. That's the journal that I've been using. And again, we can use our journals together, track them together so that we're all set, ready to go. So team, we are getting ourselves ready to rock and roll, getting ourselves dialed in here. And again, that's this right here, traders. So get yourself a free 2-week pass. I will pick one winner today from, again, the people who signed up over to the free 2-week pass over on TradePath for free drinks, free food all night. Yeah. Oh, volume dropped. Let me turn it up. Yeah. All right, sorry, guys. I think that may have happened when I, screamed there for a second. But I will say at this time, again, if you just did not hear me, I am picking a winner for, again, someone who signs up to TradePath on a free 2-week pass to get free food and free drinks all night at the 2:30 in the 5th rooftop party, New York City, baby. So make sure you guys take advantage of it. Guys, little heads on up. MAZE trying to spike. Could MAZE start getting a little bit of ripping and running? Little heads on up. Deck, do we still want MOGU? MOGU traders, we might want to cancel our entries right now. I'm canceling my MOGU entries because it wouldn't even be 550 anymore. It would be back down towards around $5. Ugh. Ugh. Right now, MOGU still watching. Come on. We need to find that first supernova of the day. That's what we want, traders. We want that first supernova of the day. Let's wake this market up. Let's get the people excited. Deck, what do your neighbors think of you? I'll be honest, guys. There's like, I got a couple neighbors. Half of them love me. The other half are a little bit still nervous of me. I've been living in my house for the last like 4 years now. And like, there is still one family that just like, you know, they'll be walking down the street and I see them walking down the street and all of a sudden they get like in front of my house and they just like try to sprint past. Then again, they start walking normal the moment they get past my mailbox. And you know what? That's okay. You know why? Because now now I know they aren't my biggest fan. So you know what I do every single time now? Now guess what I do? Now when I see them walking, I again just stand menacingly, just staring at them from the top window, just staring at them the entire time. And I know they're side-eyeing me the whole entire time looking, and I'm just sitting there, nothing but whitey tighties on, just staring at each and every single one of them, looking at, putting my hand up on top of the balcony right here, just again staring at each and every single one of them as they walk by. It's my new favorite thing to do. As I'm getting older, I have to get new hobbies. Sometimes again, just letting the neighborhood knows what's good. WXM, RCAT. MOGU, guys. MOGU still might get that crack. At this point, it's all the way down to like 480, though. Little heads on up. It's all the way down towards like 480. Experienced trader Deck, I use the code, but it's making me pick and pay a monthly plan. You can, you still have to put in the monthly plan or the yearly plan, but you can just cancel if you want to, but within the next 14 days. So, little heads on up for you. So you will get a 14-day pass regardless. But yeah, I'll pick a winner coming on up here. Traders, I want to get ourselves going. Come on now. Let's get that first big breakout. Deck, how come my VWAP is always different than yours? It might just be because you either have pre-market turned on or pre-market turned off. That would be the only main like differential on why your VWAP would look different. So like, you know, MOGU 664, I always have again the VWAP turned on or the pre-market turned on like at all times. If I turned it off though, it's still 664 right there. Sometimes again it might change though slightly. What do you have? And would anyone know the reason on maybe why again someone's VWAP might be slightly off? Sometimes again it's when you have pre-market or pre-market on or off. Team again, MOGU. I would still say 480. You get one of those quick hard red candles, the 480. You guys can make some money. We're looking for the first big spiker of the day. We're looking for the first big mover of the day. We're looking for the first big rip and run of the day. WLDS is still not done, traders. WLDS is not again, you know, getting any sort of drop here. AMST guys got to get above the VWAP. So again, we're just watching the high of the day momentum scanner. We're waiting to see kind of what turns on up here. Hey, traders, if you guys are enjoying this day, if you guys are having fun, if you guys are excited, make sure you guys smash that thumbs on up right here and right now. Get yourself moving, get yourself up, get yourself dancing. Let's get ready to go. That big trade is right around the corner. Also, a little heads on up later on this morning. We are going to have the CEO of One Stop Prop jump on the mic. And just a little heads on up. You know, he called me yesterday. He says, hey, can I do an announcement over on your live stream? I said, sure, what's up? He goes, we are going to, you know how people don't like prop firms because they sign up and they fail. And then again, they can't like get their account. They said they're going to be doing a week long where you can sign up, and if you fail, you get refunded. So basically, it's just free. So they're doing like a week-long stretch where you can sign up. If you don't pass the test, you're refunded your money back. So then you can just sign up again and refund and then get your money. So basically, just keep going until you get funded. Team, the thing is that, and I love this about stock trading, there are so many different ways to go ahead and be successful in the stock market. People think again, oh, I have to do what Dek does. Guys, I want you to learn from me. I want you to pick the things you like. Oh, I like how Dek is disciplined in this area. I dislike how he's like this. I like this. I dislike this. Then again, you can again incorporate to what you have. You guys can make money day trading, swing trading, long-term investing, dividend trading, crypto, futures. You guys can do money shorting. You can do money on breakouts, do money on news, do again overnight hold, whatever. There's a million different ways. It's like, hey, Dek, how can I get in shape? Guys, you can go ahead and lift barbells. You can do HIIT. You can do CrossFit. You can go swim. You can go ahead and do calisthenics. Like, there's a million different ways to get in shape. There's a million different ways to get to $1 million. There's a million different ways to have financial freedom. So the thing is, if you are a prop firm trader, right, this is your chance to just go ahead and try to 100% get yourself there. Dek, how do I get the 14-day pass on? Again, everyone just do this. 14 DAY, baby. You have to, again, type in 14 capital DAY, then click sign up and you'll be all set. It will take you to a payment page, but your account will not be charged until after 14 days. That will give you, again, your trading journal, all your trading insights. You guys will get the trading buddy, which is the AI, which will teach you how to become a better trader, which is the coolest thing, I think. How can I become a better trader? Where am I least profitable? Where am I most profitable? It takes all your P&Ls and teaches you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. So again, if you guys have not, every single person, take today, sign up, use 14 days, enjoy it. You guys don't have to pay for it. 14 days, if you guys don't love it, cancel it. Easy as that. Guys, AMST getting rejected, coming back on down. Let's find the big time breakout of the day. Give us the spiker. That's all I want. I just want a spiker. I just want a little mover. I just want a little climb, little action, little hype, baby. That's it. Give the boys a little bit of a chance to run. Guys, MOGU is trying to get a little bit of hype. I could imagine MOGU. Could you guys imagine a little short squeeze? You know, we have our main. I mean, I don't want to play the guessing game. I really don't. You know, MOGU is definitely trying to re-break a downtrend and try to squeeze its way on up slightly. So, I mean, let's adjust. Let's adjust here. Bearish, bullish. Let's adjust right now, traders. Bearish, bullish. MOGU. Can we start slowly building on up and getting a little hype? Guys, just to make sure I'm not taking crazy pills over here, is anyone seeing anything ripping and running? Type out if you see any stock ripping and running. I'll be right back on the mic. Give me 2 seconds. All right, traders, right now, as you guys can see, we are getting a little hype. So, traders, a little bit of buying volume, little bit of action right now. It seems like MOGU is my favorite right here. And again, there is the potential for a short squeeze. MOGU has the potential for that short squeeze. It is definitely building right now. All attention, all eyes over on MOGU. MOGU looking to build. Short squeeze setup, room to run up towards around 830. If we're looking for a dip buy and bounce play, probably looking somewhere back around $7. If we're looking for that dip buy and bounce play, as long as it holds the VWAP. If it can hold $7, if it can hold the VWAP, that's a great starting point. I'm thinking about maybe doing some small entries, giving this play a chance. Traders, take a look. We are starting to get that little baby squeeze. MOGU starting to squeeze slightly. MOGU, traders are trying to ask themselves, okay, hey, where's the best chance of success? MOGU trying to squeeze on up. You are going to have a lot of resistance, though, up near around 830. Little heads up for you guys. Dek, were you going to look for a dip buy or bounce play? If we come back down into the 680s, or I was going to look at 680, look for a possible quick little dip buy. Why is that? That VWAP area, 680, 670. Possible little dip buy. A little bounce play back on up. I'm going to look for a dip buy if it comes in the 660s, guys. I'm not in. Dip buy in the 660s if I can get it, though. I'll see if we can come back down to the VWAP, do a small little entry. All right, guys, getting filled. 700. Oh, guys, cracking here. Cracking here. Let's see if we get a little dip buy back on up. It might be cracking, though. I'm only in on 750 shares. Starting to get too weak. I'm out. Traders, I'm out. Guys, this play, I was looking for a dip buy off the VWAP. It just cracked. It tried to break out, just cracked. I'm 100% out. I did lose $600. I'm still up $400 on the day. So again, that play, we were looking for a breakout. I didn't chase the top. I was looking for a dip buy off VWAP support. As fast as that one just spiked on up, as fast as it just came right back on down. I looked for a dip buy, tried to get filled off the VWAP. VWAP cracked, stock sold on off. I got out of that play. So again, I held that stock. I was in on that play with 750 shares. Not a massive trade just because I was a little bit nervous of it, but did take a loss. Still green on the day, up 400. Damba Trades deck, how did you get out of MOGO? I just clicked again, sell. If you just click sell on a market order, you get out instantly. So for instance, if you want to get out of a play, all you do is just hover your mouse over the sell button, market order, boom, sell. That's all it is. So again, I wanted to give it a chance, but at the same time, it just didn't work out. So I got in at 665, got in at 661, got in at 660, got out at 570. So again, stock again out of that play. Tried to give it a quick little chance. We just haven't seen any breakouts yet. We haven't seen any big time spikes. We haven't seen any sort of big time rippers yet, have we? The answer is no. How's this one, that OGRB one? What's that new play I talked about? ORBS. ORBS here, team. Could ORBS maybe try to take a little bit of hype and volume? Now, Deck, what's ORBS? ORBS is a brand. It's not new. It's the new name change of OCTO. OCTO went absolutely insane, as you guys know, on Monday. It went all the way from the price of $3 to $80. $80 back on down towards around $18. But they just changed their name to ORBS. If ORBS gets above $20, maybe we can start getting some hype. We're looking for some volume. We're looking for some hype. We're looking for what play is going to get some, pop in here. So again, ORBS, I will be watching this one. Let's see. Let's just go back to our 3-minute time frame. Anything looking tremendous on this play? I mean, it seems like its main resistance at this time is up towards around that $20 region. We tried to go after, we tried to give, MOGU a chance. MOGU, unfortunately, just couldn't do it. Deck, could you short MOGU right now? I mean, I just feel like it's going to be choppy. I feel like, it might fall back on down towards the price of like 470. Then again, maybe bounce back on up. I could see again if MOGU has cheap shares to short. If it's cheap shares, I don't mind it. Oh, MOGU, it says already shortable. So there's actually, again, it is cheap shares. There's no fee. No fee for shorts right now over on MOGU. So MOGU is already shortable. So stock is shortable. So there's no fee for shorting. So again, maybe we could go after this and kind of give it a test and chance. I got halted at 9:50 and 14 seconds. That means it should be unhalted at 9:55 and 14 seconds. Looking for the first breakout. First breakout of the day. I mean, this week has been insane. But today so far is the first day that's a little bit slower. Little bit slower. We are still sitting with about a $400 profit, so that's not bad. Did take a little bit of a loss. But right now, we are all good. I will adjust that in my journal as well. Just a little heads on up. Because I'm not going to keep a $1,070 profit. I will adjust this in my journal and make sure, again, we are keeping this nice and updated and fresh. MOGU traders is going to be getting unhalted in 45 seconds. MOGU, you could look for both sides still. Quick short, quick dip buy. MOGU, unfortunately, this play has just gotten very weak. I would say MOGU, I like the short back up near the VWAP just in case you could ever get that, like 657. So I'm going to put in some shorts in case it ever did get a little pop back on up towards around that area. 657 short, 655 short, 650 short, 649 short. We're going to be getting unholted here, team, in about 5 seconds. Guys, here we go. 5 seconds. MOGU. I'll look for a short if it bounces back to the VWAP. MOGU is over 5 minutes. We might have a 10-minute hold on our hands, guys. We might have a 10-minute hold on our hands over on MOGU. I did just put... Oh, we're live. We're live, guys. We are live right now with a gap down. I will get filled, as I said, up near around 640, 650. MOGU, guys, is live at this time. You guys can see we're having a small drop. If we ever got a spike back up towards around the VWAP, I will look for a short up here. Just because, again, the stock looks weak. It looks like it's dumping on down. We might get a little bit of a pop, and I would, again, just look for a short right back on down. Only shorting the highs. Only shorting if we come back up towards around the VWAP. No other short. WLDS. WLDS is still, again, yep, tempting. You know, so far we haven't seen a big breakout yet today. You know, WLDS, though, is tempting because if it breaks that VWAP of 758, there's a chance that we do spike up towards 1050. I'm happy I have a little wiggle room. You know, I have still about $400. I don't want to say I could lose, but at the same, I could still give chances to. You know what I mean? MOGU, if this one gets that little break back up towards that VWAP, I will look for a short up near around the 640, 650, 660 region. That 20-cent region is where I would like to get shorting opportunities. Let's see here, traders. Looking for that first main trade of the day, though, still. Looking for our moneymaker here. And again, MOGU, still watching. Can we get that little pop? Again, the pop would be 660, 650, quick short. Try to make back that $600. Get ourselves up into the green. Unfortunately, that's getting a little bit weaker. Going through our top gainers. VNCE is not doing anything. PFSA is not doing anything. TGL is not doing anything. So all the top gainers right now, they're not doing anything. Now, what I think is going to happen is we have to look at a previous top gainer. It's either going to be WLDS is going to try to take on off, or it's going to be OGRB, which is going to be that new one. And I know it's not OGRB. I just keep writing the wrong thing over and over again. Or it's going to be QMMM. No, QMM's not doing anything yet either. ORBS, that's what it is. ORBS. ORBS here. Yeah, ORBS is the new OCTO. They just changed their name, changed their stock ticker. So, I mean, I could imagine ORBS spiking back on up today. I really can. ORBS, guys, I could imagine this one spiking back on up. I could imagine this one getting some hype. ORBS getting a lot of big potential towards it and start squeezing and spiking. But I think right now we have to stay smart. I think right now we have to stay safe. I think right now we have to, again, use our head and just say, hey, let's wait for the best potential possible. Team MOGU also not spiking its way back on up here. Canceling my orders. If I'm not getting filled when I want to get filled at the time I want to get filled, canceling my orders. No orders again. I need to put myself involved in. Right now, MOGU, VNCE, PFSA. Want to make sure we're not missing anything at all here. CHNR, NTWK, OCC, TRNR, HAAO. MOGU still has a little bit of a chance. And then again, it kind of comes on down to ORBS to see if that could break $20. or WLDS to see if that could break above its VWAP. We're looking for what stock is going to get the mob. It might take 5, 10, 15 minutes. So guys, let's actually do this. I'm going to bring over one of the reps over on One Stop Prop, and they are going to give you right now a ton of free accounts. So a little heads on up. We actually are going to bring over Braden from One Stop Prop. And he is going to hook you guys up right now, which is awesome. And again, whenever this is not anything you have to pay for in any sort of way. Whenever, again, someone reaches out to me and says, hey, you know, we love your community. We love what you guys do. You know, we want to hook you guys up with some free gear and some free things. I mean, that gets me fired up. And I say, all right, awesome. So if you guys want a free prop firm account, let's figure out how to do this right now, right here. Let's do it, baby. Let me just get this all set here. Little heads on up. MOGU still trying to move on up a little bit. Maybe we get that little VWAP touch. Can we still get that trade deck? MOGU. Get that little trade up towards around that 650 mark. We still might want it. Let's see if we can get it here. So still that possibility for that short over on MOGU deck. Where would that short be? It would be, again, right around that VWAP area. Right around that VWAP is kind of like the goal here. I'm going to be watching this really quickly. See if we can get that possible move on up. No, that's still starting to drop. All right, traders, let's take 15 minutes here. Let's get everyone a free one-stop prop account, which is absolutely awesome. And then have a nice little interview, little chat. And then from there, let's keep on trading. I have zero plans on ending the stream today until we all make like $1,000. Okay? Team, I'm 7 Red Bulls deep, and it's only 10 a.m. at this moment. I am, again, profusely sweating over here, feeling like my body's 180 degrees. I'm about to crack another Red Bull right now just because I'm so jacked up. You guys ready? So, I don't care how long it takes. Let's have some fun today. Let's, again, give you guys some free prop firm accounts. And then on top of that here, ladies and gentlemen, let's, again, get ready for some more trades. I've already gave you, again, free trading journal today. We're going to be, again, talking about prop firms. We're looking for, again, the best alerts we possibly can. Let's just, again, keep this party going, get after it, and have some fun. So we're watching MOGU. We're still watching WLDS. WLDS is like a creeper. That play, if that one starts squeezing, that one definitely has the momentum to be able to keep on going on up, ripping and running and spiking and climbing and continuously pushing on up towards that next leg. Alpha Options. Deck, I love this room. I want every single person to know this right now. You know, a lot of people who run a community be like, hey guys, I love you. That's not good enough for me. I want you to know that I am falling in love with you deeper and deeper every day, and it's a problem. A lot of people don't realize this, guys, and I'm gonna be open and honest and transparent. For every single member that signs up to Tradecaster, I, again, look at your Facebook or your MySpace or your Instagram. I print out a photo of you, and I hang it up on my wall every single night. And again, I look at that and I just smile. And again, you know, sometimes, you know, I have this, you know, like little, you know, blow up dummy, and sometimes I tape your face on it, and, you know, I'll have like a little spaghetti and meatballs with you, and, you know, I'll take you out for a dinner and we'll have a really good time. You know, that's how well I treat you guys, and that's what I want you guys to know. I would go the extra mile for you. So just little heads on up. Not every person is willing to do that. Not every mentor out there is willing to do that. Willing to, again, you know, be able to kind of go to that level. Some people might say extreme. I'm willing to go to that level. I got you. I'm here to help, and that's why people love it. Here we go, baby. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to turn off this music right here, bring over Braden from, again, One Stop Prop. And again, we're going to be talking to him, learning a little bit more about prop firms. Guys, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns for, again, Braden as well over on One Stop Prop, please feel free to, again, go ahead and ask him. Ask him anything that you guys need in the chat. But let me turn his volume on up right here. Braden, how you doing today, buddy? What is up?
What is up? What is up, guys? How's it going?
Good.
Can you hear me okay?
Yep. You are all good, all clear. Great to be able to hear you. How's everything going over on One Stop Prop?
Going well. Everything's going well. I have a lot of new features to go over today and answer anybody's questions. I'm here for, like you said, as long as you want me here. So, yeah, we can answer everybody's questions and get right into it.
Cool. No, that is absolutely awesome. So what's going on with One Stop coming on up? I know, again, we were talking about some sort of like big promotion that you want to do. And I know that's already going to just get the people fired on up a little bit right off the rip. So, what are you thinking over there?
Yeah, no, for sure. So like you mentioned, we're going to be doing a 25% off all accounts plus a refund. If an account is set up on your end already, you guys will be trading with Dek every day, live trading. And if Dek passes the account, you guys are taking the same signals. You guys pass the account, everybody gets funded. If Dek were to breach the account, fail the account, everybody's getting a refund. So everybody gets a refund if that happens.
Okay. So I didn't know this. I didn't realize this. So this is the pressure on me. So basically what we have here, again, I didn't even know that this was the thing. We will do a prop firm challenge. Last one I passed. But if everyone signs up and I sign up and we do a prop firm and I pass, everyone passes. If I fail, everyone fails, but they all get refunded.
Correct.
Okay. Well, hey, that takes a little bit of the pressure off. So when is that? When are we doing this?
So this is starting now. So you guys have until Sunday night. Everybody that enters code DEK25 at checkout will be entered in. So you have to use code DEK25 for us to know that you are participating in the account challenge. And you guys can get any account you want. But Dek will be using a 100K one-step account.
Okay, so I'm trying to make sure that we're all set. So is this is this code live right now?
Yes, the code is live. Dek25 is what you want to use. I'll put that in the chat.
So again, just want to confirm for everyone, no matter what, they're going to come in, type in Dek25. Account is refunded if Dekmar fails. Okay, so it makes so basically, if you guys come over to One Stop Prop right now, sign up to account. Basically, you have to trust me on this. If I win, everyone gets a free account. If I lose, everyone gets refunded. It's almost like we are going to cheer and love Dek. If you don't win, you get refunded, but everyone's going to be able to be like, oh man, Dek failed me on this one. So, we do have a little pressure on me. This is fun. This is exciting. I'm going to say again, I'll give it time for everyone to be able to do this and we'll kind of do it together. Is this, are they going to be taking trades as well? Or is this like copy trading?
Yeah. Yep. No, so they'll be taking trades as well. Most likely, like I said, following your signals, but you can trade however you guys want to trade. There's no restrictions on that. And then if you do go to, and I can share my screen here.
Let me just give you access real quick to share your screen. There you go. You're all set.
All right. Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can.
Yep. So there is a new add-on as well I'd like to go over. So on all of the one-step accounts, we have a new add-on. So we're going to try and make this as easy as possible to get funded. We have a static daily loss. So this add-on right here, you can see, you select that. That means that your daily loss will no longer be trailing your account balance. So it's just going to be a set amount. And then we also have the 12% max total loss add-on. So your max total loss will be 12%. So for example, on the 100K account, it'll be a 12,000 max total loss, a 10,000 max daily loss. So 10% max daily loss and only a 5% profit target. So you just have to make 5% and you're funded. So that would be 5K on the 100K account. And then, so we're going to make this really hooking you guys up with the add-ons here. Like I said, the static daily loss and that 12% max total loss are the two new add-ons. So if you guys have any questions on those, feel free to send me a message in the chat. But
cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, no, No, this is absolutely perfect then. So I guess I would say we're probably going to start this. I would say like Monday then, guys. We're going to start this Monday. So if you guys want to get yourself all set, and then again, the code is DECK25, right?
Yep, DECK25 is the code. So make sure that you guys enter that. If you don't enter that, it's almost impossible for us to know that you are in the challenge with DECK.
Okay. So yeah, guys, put DECK25. You'll be again in the challenge, and if I don't pass, you get refunded. So pretty simple, pretty awesome, pretty cool. How is everything going with what stocks you can trade? Forex stocks, crypto. Have you guys done any more, or is it, like what's your outlook at this moment?
Yeah, we've added a few more large cap stocks. Still working on getting some more names. Obviously, we have a ton of crypto, a ton of forex. Crypto is going pretty crazy right now, so a lot of people are trading that. A lot of people love that. All of your Magnificent Seven we have. So your Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Tesla, Google, all the big dogs, Netflix. And like I said, you can short and long with us. Yeah, like I said, that's pretty much it. We got a couple new features as well. Like I was gonna say, we have a top up feature. So what that is if your account's actually in drawdown, you can go in and top up to break even at any point. So it's much cheaper than actually resetting your entire account. So we do have that as a new feature. First prop firm to ever roll that out. So that if you guys want to check that out, that is live on our website. You all have to do is put in your account number. It'll take you to the exact amount that needs to be topped up in your account. And yeah, you can do that in any phase you want.
Very cool. What's your split again at One Stop Prop for how much money do traders get to keep after they pass the test? So let's say again, I pass the test, everyone gets their account, they have $100,000. What do they get to keep out of that?
So you're gonna keep on your first 5 payouts, you're gonna keep 100% of your profits.
100%. So if someone, again, I just like to make it crystal clear. I always like to make it idiot proof. If again, I have the $100,000 account and I pass, everyone here gets a $100,000 account because again, I passed, they get it. Now they're trading on their own. They make $10,000 from that 100K account. They keep 10K, or is that how it is?
So their first 5 payouts are capped at 100%, but it's 3K per withdrawal. So it'd be 15K total, and then after that we keep 85%.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'd be so max 15K at first, and then after your first 15K, then it's 85%. You keep 85%, we keep 15.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. So they keep 85% after their first 5 pays.
Correct.
Awesome. All right. Any crazy success stories recently? Anything on your end of someone crushing it?
You can go and check out. We got plenty of interviews on our YouTube channel of some traders that have had some big payouts. Just had a couple for 4,000, couple 5,000 payouts. So I mean, yeah, you guys gonna go check those videos out. We're posting quite active on there. Instagram, we always are posting our payouts. Discord community as well. So I mean, if you guys ever have any questions, you can always go in there too and check that out.
Sick. Awesome.
Yep.
Post your Twitter over or wherever, over on chat and over on the YouTube, so people can be able to reach out, ask more questions, and be able to be all set. But yeah, guys, I guess we're gonna be starting that up on Monday. Why not? Let's have some fun. Every single person, I'll try to do my best to be able to pass the account to give every single person 100K. And then basically you guys have a free $100,000 account. And then the first 5 payouts are all yours. So, I mean, I gotta step up. I'm going to have to get some good sleep on Sunday night. Can't stay up too late and watch some football. I got a duty for you guys.
For sure. So yeah, I put the Twitter in there, in the chat, but yeah, no, like I said, it'll be live next Monday, and that the refund, the challenge will be live until Sunday night. So make sure you guys get entered in that before Sunday at midnight.
Awesome. Does anyone have any questions for, again, One Stop Prop here? Does anyone have any confusion? Is there anything that is on your mind right here to make sure that you guys are all set? Alpha Option says, once we're funded, can we trade to mirror deck, or can we trade other things? Would this include options and crypto versus day trading stocks only? Can you do options or any of that?
You can't do options, no, but you can trade crypto, yes. The mirroring question, it won't be like connected to Dex account, but you can just take the same trades. I mean, as he's trading live as always. So,
Jabo says, any closer to making penny stocks available, or is that in any future plans?
We are working on it. Yes, it's in our future plans. We're working on it currently, and I will keep you guys updated once we get those added.
Cool. To Reese said, did you guys close out my position in a tournament because the Fed numbers were coming on out? Do you guys prohibit any trading around like any big events like that?
No, so we didn't close out your position. This was in the challenge or the monthly tournament.
I think the tournament.
Um, Monthly tournament. Yeah, so we won't close out your positions for that. There is four news trading events, which is PPI, CPI, NFP, and FOMC, the four big ones that you can't trade on the funded phase, in which that's clearly listed, and you'll see on the funded contract as well that you get that you can't trade those four events. But on the challenge and tournament, there's no restrictions on that.
How often are payouts?
Payouts are every 7 days or 14 days, depending on what account you get.
JS11 says, on a funded account, 100K one stop requires 6K in profitable trades as a buffer. Is it called to make a withdrawal? What's the reason for the buffer? Do you ever get that 6K buffer if you leave?
Yeah, so the reason for the buffer is more protection for the firm. You see a lot of these firms that go under, like you see them a lot going under quite frequently. So the 6% is more of just a protection on our side. But that is 4% actually that's only on an instant funded account. On your one step and two step accounts, it's 4%. So it would be $4,000 you have to make.
Is there any monthly fee?
There's no monthly fee. It's just a one-time fee. Everything's a one-time payment unless you go with the VIP plan, which is a new plan. And that is a $350 a month subscription. But you guys can check that out as well. It's the VIP account, comes with a bunch of different features, mystery merch box, stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
Is swing trading allowed? Can you hold your positions overnight?
Yep. So swing trading is allowed. That's a great question. So we allow you to hold overnight on weekends. There's no penalties for that. So, like I said, you can swing overnight.
Cool. All right. I think that's, I mean, a lot. If you guys have any other questions, comments, concerns, definitely, again, feel free to throw them on out there. But yeah, I mean, Monday we'll dive in on that. And again, if you guys sign up, there's basically only upside. It's you sign up. If I win, you guys get $100,000. If I lose, you guys get refunded. Am I saying that correctly?
Correct.
All right. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. It's basically like, here's tickets to the Super Bowl, for the Jets. If the Jets make it, you get Super Bowl tickets. If they don't make it, then no harm, no foul. So there's only upside, guys. Only upside for every single person, it seems like. And
make sure, like I said, that those two new add-ons are will be super helpful in passing the account, because you're not going to have that daily trailing drawdown. It's going to be a set amount. And also, you're only going to have a 5% profit target compared to an 8%, plus 10,000 max daily loss, or 12,000 max daily loss, and a 10,000 max loss. So
cool.
Make sure check those out.
Yeah. No, that sounds absolutely perfect. Dek, how do we follow your signals? You're going to be live on YouTube? I'm not going to be live on YouTube every day. As you know, guys, I'm always live over on Tradecaster. So if you guys, again, want to be able to watch me do this live every single day, I am live over on Tradecaster. We did just drop all of our prices down to $79 a month, which is $100 off what it used to be. So make sure, again, you guys come on over and join us every single day live. We got a few more questions I want to ask you right here, so we have you. Yeah. Do you know what percentage of your funded traders are on your live trading book?
Percentage, roughly around 10 to 15% of our funded traders are. Yes.
Reese, if your trade goes against you and then goes in a profit, does that? And if so, why does that count against your total loss?
If it goes against
you. So basically, why does it count that max withdrawal? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so the trailing drawdown, I think, is the question, and that is not going to happen with the new add-on. So I think that should answer your question.
So if you get the add-on, there is no trailing loss?
Static add-on. Yeah, just to make sure you select that static add-on at checkout.
Does the max daily and total loss still carry over after the win? So basically, if Dek wins, and you get 100,000, is there still that max loss?
Yeah, so that funded phase will be the same as the one-step funded phase. So it'll be the same as the one-step funded phase.
Is there any limitations on how many days you can hold your position?
Is there any limitation? No, there's no limitations. No, like trading day caps or anything like that. You can hold for as long as you want. And there's no penalty for holding your account for 2 to 3 months without taking a trade. There's no penalty.
Last question. So so the add-on, pay an extra $89. So that will not lead to any max loss. You can hold your position, or the losses will only count when you actually have a loss.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So the max total loss is going to be 12,000, and then the max daily loss is going to be 10,000, and that daily loss is going to be static, so it will not be trailing your account balance.
Cool. Sounds good, man. Hey, well, again, I appreciate you jumping on right now, talking to us, sharing us with that fun little event we'll have next week, guys, where it just seems like, hey, you guys can either celebrate a deck did it and got us all free $100,000 accounts, or you guys can throw tomatoes at my house. So it's going to be one or the two. But I appreciate you, Brandon, jumping on and kind of just giving us this like a little fun thing that we can do for next week, and all the awesome stuff that you guys are doing over on One Stop.
And I see there's a question: what is the worst thing that could happen if we enroll Sunday? There's nothing wrong. I mean, if you enroll Sunday, there's no cap on on deck passing either. That's not going to be like he has to pass in a week. If it takes him a month to pass, it takes him a month. So there's
cool.
not going to be no time limits on it in any way.
Awesome. Hey, appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. We'll get over there and get ready for Monday then.
Awesome. Sounds good, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Of course. I'll see you, man.
Appreciate it. Take care.
Cool stuff, guys. So if you guys are interested on that, make sure you guys go ahead. I'll post that one more time for every single person. Go use Deck 25, and man, I got some pressure on me. Hey, let's get back to the fun. Let's get back to the action. Let's get back to the momentum. We got to see where this buying volume is truly going to take us. And hopefully WLDS. Can WLDS take on off? Give us a little bit of that next leg. Traders, I want to make some money here today. MOGU. WLDS guy still looking to see if we can squeeze. WLDS is still looking to see if we can squeeze there. How's QMMM? I just feel like one of these plays are going to start squeezing back on up. One of these plays. Again, I just keep on typing ORBS. ORBS is the new OCTO. ORBS needs to get back above $20. WLDS, guys. WLDS is trying to get a squeeze. I like, it's getting so close to squeezing time. So basically what we have here, traders, let's just think about this. We have a very hot week where we have seen stocks such as OCTO spike up 2,000%, such as WLDS spike up 2,000%, such as QMMM spike up 2,000%. And now we're going back to yesterday's #1 top gainer of WLDS, seeing can we be able to have any continuation. We have not seen any crazy breakouts. We have not seen any crazy spikes. We have not seen any crazy rips and runs. And we're looking to see, is there going to be a play that's going to be able to step up and turn into that next big rip and next big runner? So, WLDS right here and right now. Can we be able to, again, get that next leg on up? I want to just slowly add some positions on this in case it ever does start squeezing. We're just in a little it's hard to trust it. You know what I mean? But WLDS is definitely where I'm looking. It's just hard to trust. Now, if we take a little bit of a step back real quick, guys, what do we have? Take a step back, deck. Look at this, guys. WLDS. This is what I want you guys to understand. Spiked on up to 1080, fell back down to $5. Spiked on up to 1090, fell back down to $5. Spiked on up to 1040, fell back down to $6. Now we're back up towards around 780. Is there a chance that all of a sudden we get this short squeeze and then we start seeing this nice rip and run up towards around that 1050 mark? Is there a chance again that we start breaking this, $8 area and all of a sudden we're poofing up there? We're squeezing up higher than ever before. That's what I want. I want to see WLDS, get that squeeze, because it seems like that's one of our only options right now. If there is going to be a breakout, it seems like this is one of the only ones. Guys, WLDS is working its way back up towards $8. Can we possibly get that $8 break? It's that $8 break we're looking for. If you can break $8 and hold $8, again, I'm not opposed just for that small, steady little entries, 250 at a time, and just see if you can build a position. Or you just go big, you know, 2,000, 3,000 shares. Deck, screw it, I'm jumping in. I hope this thing squeezes. Hey, could be a moneymaker. It's just, again, it's risky right now because this market's been so hot that it's tempting us to jump in. But it's also, this market's just been a little bit slower today. So it's tempting to want to jump in. Guys, could we start squeezing a little bit? Can we start getting that breakout a little bit here? This is what I'm looking for. WLDS is trying. Guys, WLDS is definitely trying here. If you want to do a quick little dip buys back on down towards like 805. Let's see if it can actually squeeze now. This is what I'm talking about. I'm going to look for low dip buys. If we get a little bit of a low dip, we get a little bit of that, you know, crash back on down towards the $8 area. I'm going to look for some dips. It's definitely fighting for that squeeze. It's fighting for that squeeze. It's fighting. I want to see a little dip, get filled, and then shoot all the way on up. So I'm going to give it a chance today, guys. You know, we've been looking for good opportunities. I like how a WLDS has the chance. My biggest fear is what? You know, trying to get filled and then all of a sudden a big red candle right back on down, just like MOGU did before. But I'm going to give stock some chances. You guys know exactly what I'm looking for. You guys understand the idea of this trade. We have the VWAP all the way back down to 750. I would like to see a bounce off like 790, $8, and then shoot all the way back on up if we can get it. If we could be able to make another $200-300, let's go ahead. I mean, the idea is already kind of developing. The short squeeze is already happening at this moment. It just comes down to getting filled and then seeing that thing actually erupt. Anyone long right now over on WLDS? Anyone long right now over on WLDS saying deck target for me is 1050? You know, if you're looking for that 1058 breakout, you're looking for that 1050 spike. WLDS should have a pullback here pretty soon. Remember, the most important thing is to basically hold right above, like, you know, maybe even that 790 area. Hold above 790. Stock is looking to go all the way up towards that 1050 mark if we can get it. Guys, here comes that little break. Still trying here. Still trying. Guys, the short squeeze is attempting. We know we're on top of this. And again, go back to about a 10 to 15 minute time frame. The goal is way up here, 1060, 1060, 1060. That's the goal that we're looking for. Guys, buyers are starting to move in. If you guys are in on this play, get and hold it on the short squeeze here pretty soon. Hold it on the short squeeze here pretty soon. Good job if you guys are in on this play. We stay patient. We're waiting. We're watching. Let's do this together. WLDS, guys. Finally getting a little bit of that rip and run towards the upside. We definitely have the attention starting to build back on up. And this is what we wanted. So good job for anyone that was over on this play on the long side. You guys are crushing it. You guys are doing great. Awesome to see, again, buying volume start moving back in on this play. If you guys got filled anywhere, 780, 790, $9, wherever, you guys, again, awesome work. Very happy, very proud to always see traders, again, start, you know, getting that hype and start building back on up. All right, here, traders. Let's get ourselves prepared. And this is kind of what I was looking for throughout the entire morning. And getting ourselves jacked up here. Getting ourselves moving. Dek, where would you still like to get filled? I'm still going to leave my entries down low in the low $8 region, guys. So just a little heads on up. I am still going to look for low $8 entries just in case we ever see that big, long, lower shadow. So if we ever get that big, long, lower shadow, again, that's how I want to trade. I want to trade the smart way. I want to do things the right way. I want to put myself in the best position possible. I do not want to force in any sort of way. I want to be waiting. I want to be watching. I want to be staying smart here. Okay? Now, we got 2 minutes until we open on up. Remember, team, I'm trying to explain this as clearly as possible. WLDS was yesterday's #1 top gainer. Yesterday's #1 top gainer. With WLDS being a previous top gainer, guess what's happening at this moment? People are saying, I want to trade. Well, let's trade the stock that was super hot yesterday. But now what's the idea? The idea is let's push it up to where we had our old spiking highs. Here, here, here. That's right around that 1050 mark. 1050 is the clear-cut target for every single trader at this time. Now, does that mean we're just going to go straight up to 1050? Potentially. This market has been ridiculously hot. This market has been ridiculously wild. This market, we have been seeing massive breakouts across the board. There's a chance we open up at $9 and within a few seconds, we're all the way up at 11, 12, 13, 14. Shorting has been dangerous. So you know what I'm going to do, though? I'm not going to short this. Instead, I'm going to say I want to get filled, but I do want to still wait for that possible dip. I want to get filled, but I'd still rather wait for just a possible lower entry. I do not like telling you, I do not like myself buying in at highs. When I buy in at highs, I just feel like I put myself in bad positions. So yes, I understand it. Wanting to jump in on this play, excuse me here, right now, as we have all this buying volume and hype, people are going to get excited and it could easily run up to $9, $10. I'm probably still just going to wait for a little pullback back near 8 and then get a nice little dip buy. Then get a nice little bounce play. Go from there. We have a minute left. A minute left till we open on up here, traders. Claire? Claire? Can you go get me a fresh Fiji bottle, please? Yep, the water. Absolutely. Please go get me a fresh one. All right, team, 30 seconds here until this market opens up. Let's make sure that we're all set. WLDS, I'm going to be looking over on this play. Want to make sure everyone understands this. Right now at this time, I am not filled on WLDS. I do have entries on WLDS, though, back on down near the $8 mark. So I'm looking to $8.05 to $7.95. I'm looking to basically, again, put myself in on a position with an overall $8 average. I'm going to switch over to a market order, put my finger on the sell button. So if I get filled and I bounce back up like $500, I could just take my profits. I can eliminate the $600 loss from earlier, keep the $1,000 profit. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're live. Guys, we have a little bit of a gap up right now. Buyers are still pushing up on this play. Not getting filled, obviously, at this time at $8. Guys, buyers are still trying to push on up. We are looking for what at this point? 1050 target. 1050 target at this moment. Traders, I am not going to be getting filled most likely at, again, my $8 entries. I could cancel those. We are going all the way up to 1050. As we come up towards around 1050, guess what? Get ready for pullbacks and opportunities to fade and fall. Most likely, our old hold area is going to hold up as the new support line. Old hold area, I would say look for dip buys somewhere slightly underneath $9. It's a little risky, but probably a good solid area to be able to get filled at. So again, I'm going to be looking at, if I can get filled, if I can type it in correctly, 901. That's a dip buy. 901. I'm going to look for a dip buy. 901. 902. 903. All dip buy areas. All the way on down towards, you know, kind of lower my cost basis. 880. Right? 884. 885. Looking for that little move. So let's see what we are going to be able to do here if this stock, again, gets that nice little fade and falls back on down. Time frame, let's go. 1 minute time frame. So we came on, did we come on down towards 903? Look, it says it came on down towards like 903. I mean, I did not get filled by any sort of means. The old Holt area is usually a great Holt area. The old Holt area is usually a great little Holt area that we can be able to get filled and get a nice little dip buy and bounce play. It seems like at this point, we might go down towards those 880s before we possibly rip and run up towards that 1050. Best case scenario, we get filled underneath $9, and then we squeeze and spike up towards that $8 region. I'm going to look for under $9 at this point. What's this old spiking high? Even in the 860s? I'm just going to fill, you know, I'm looking to try to get a best overall cost basis between $9 and like 860. Trying to just load up the boat near some bottoms. I mean, this is turning into the hottest play of the day. This one could keep on spiking to $10, absolutely as well. Could easily spike up to $10 just in case we get that lower crack, that lower shadow crack. I just want to get filled if we get that bounce play back on up, that's all. And right now, it still looks like we're trying to get up to 1050 though. If you guys are in on this play in the low $9, you guys are crushing it right now. Low $9 entry, you guys are on fire at the moment. You guys are looking for 1050. It looks like we're going to get it, but obviously take profits when you have it. Little bull flag pattern trying to form at this moment. I have pending orders down low, sub $9. All eyes at this moment are over on WLDS. All eyes at this moment are over on WLDS. I will be getting filled between this line right here. I'm going to turn it into a blue line. And this blue line. This is going to be my entry point. These two blue lines are going to represent where I want to get filled. That is going to be a pullback from $10 back on down in between right around this 860 mark. We again have gone from $6.50 up to $10. That's about a $3.50 move. Stock's now going from $10, falls back on down towards around $8.50. That's about a $1.50 drop. I think, again, that's about a 40% pullback from its overall spike, and usually 40% pullback is a good solid number for dip buys. So right now, WLDS, we're at 930. Let's see if we get that quick little drop and fade, crack underneath $9, get filled, and get a nice little bounce back on up. Here's $9, guys, 880, 870, 860. Let's get a dip buy. I'm in right now, guys. You guys can see I'm down 240 bucks. All right, I'm in on this play right now. I'm in on this play right now. Stock again, I am in on this play at this moment. Guys, we are live. We are live right now. I'm currently in on this play, 1,700 shares, looking for a dip buy and bounce. Going to look for $500. Up 280. Let's see if I can get this dip buy back on up above $7. Above $7 is where I'm going to make a lot of money. I'm currently sitting with $145 in profit. Looking for the $7 re-break to get a nice little bounce play and see buyers move back in. Guys, we're up $200, $300 right now. It's a little bit of a risky play. I'm just going to take my profits. Guys, a little risky play. Going to take $250 in gains. Okay, happy I took my profits. Just again, being a smart trader, I do think it will bounce, but at the same time, it's a little chaotic. A little crazy right there. So I'm going to take again $250 in gains. Do I think it's going to re-break $9? I do, but I almost got, the thing is, we got filled at the perfect area. We got filled at the absolute bottom. We got filled at the best area that we could possibly be, and the fact is that it almost got halted, kind of just scared me off. I actually had my last little 250 shares. I was just canceling my last order right there. I just got filled my last order, 250 shares at 860. It's only 250 shares. It's not going to do that much damage, even if this does drop. But I'm very happy to get filled at the area that we predicted perfectly. And then guess what? We took our profits when we got a little bit of a bounce. So that was a nice little trade there to recover some of that earlier loss. Nice little trade there to recover some of our earlier loss. I had 1,700 shares there. That was a pretty big trade there for a moment. If that thing did get that spike and bounce that I wanted, could have been beautiful. But we're up again. We made 250 bucks. Absolutely great. Absolutely awesome. When this one opens on up, I'm just going to get out of that 250 shares. Might take away like $20, $30. It's not going to take anything more than that. I was trying to cancel that last little order, but no big deal. Right now, guys, we are, let's see, what's our total on the day? Our total on the day right now is we're up $600. We're up the exact amount, 578. So far on the day, guys, you guys can see this. Type margin realized $578 is my total win at this moment. Total win at this time here, baby. right now here, team, doing everything we can to always be smart, putting ourselves in the best positions possible. Deck Air trying to get a little action. AIRE. No, it's not too bad. AIRE, not too bad there. WLDS going to be opening on up here pretty soon. Good job for everyone making a quick dollar on that play. Good job for everyone making a couple quick bucks over on that one. And again, all we're doing, as we said, is we were looking for money here today. MOGU still has the chance to squeeze as well, team. MOGU, anyone think that this play might be creeping its way back up to $6 over on MOGU? Just a little heads on up. I'm going to have to get out of this 250 shares when this opens. It should open up and actually, I should break even on this play. I should get a little bounce right back on up over on WLDS, but I'm just going to market order out. I'm going to lose like 40 bucks on this trade, most likely. No harm, no foul. But the thing is, you know, we are back up over $500 on the day. We lost 1,000, or excuse me, we won 1,000. We lost 600, just made 250 on that quick dip buy. Obviously, if you guys got WLDS on the first initial squeeze, WLDS went all the way from, you know, initially $7, broke $8, got halted up to $8.90, ripped up to $10. It just keeps getting rejected, as we know. Over on WLDS, up near that top. Look at this, team. Look at WLDS. WLDS has been rejected, rejected, rejected. Look at this, rejected. So every single time, WLDS has just been getting rejected there. Traders, can I ask you guys a question? If you guys have enjoyed all the content that I brought to you today, if you guys are enjoying, again, the live stream, can you guys smash that thumbs on up? Can you guys subscribe? Can you guys hit the notification bell? Can you guys, again, make sure that you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll? Not only, again, did we do that, we've gone over a lot of alerts. We've talked about streaming these very expensive, or some expensive scanners to you guys. We want to make sure, again, you're getting nonstop commentary. We gave you guys 14 days of the AI Trading Journal. We're going to have the CEO of the AI Trading Journal jump on, and he's going to be talking to us, not today, but, again, next week. Then, of course, again, we got the one-stop prop, again, free trading journal, or free prop counts for everyone. If I win, that's big. And also, again, if I lose, you guys get refunded. So, you know, some pressure for next week, but that's going to be a lot of fun. Right now, team, WLDS opening up in 18 seconds. 18 seconds. I do have that last little 250 shares. I was trying to get, you know, try to cancel that. But this one, I might lose. I'm going to say like 90 bucks maybe. And then, again, it'll just take away from the win. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And we are live. And I'm down $2. I'm actually won. I actually won more. So I actually won just another 25 bucks. So I actually finished up $277. No loss on that trade. Cool. So that's always nice. So, guys, right now I won $277. I won $1,000. And I lost $680. So, again, we've had a couple of nice wins. We've had one loss. And, we got to make sure that we're being as smart as we possibly can here. So, let's make sure overall we are just doing everything the right way. WLDS might get back above that $9 mark here, team. It looks like WLDS might get back above $9. Guys, imagine we just see this massive short squeeze. Who here thinks we're going to get this massive short squeeze now? Sometimes that happens. We're all of a sudden, it looks like we're about to dump on off, and then all of a sudden we got 930, 940, 950, and it's like the next leg. We are not done yet. I thought we were going to be done here for a second over on WLDS. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not done yet. WLDS is still trying to stay alive here. This play ain't done. And again, I still don't think MOGU is done, to be honest. What's the other one that we were looking at? I know I've typed it out a bajillion times. I just forget about it. ORBS. 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 I want to see this one. No, ORBS not doing too much. How's QMMM? QMMM, unfortunately, that's not doing too much either. QMMN, that's most likely going to be a slow fade all the way back down to 80s, 90s. WLDS is getting a little bit weaker at this time. This one needs to get and hold above that $9 mark. Needs to get above, hold above $9. Right now, WLDS. Gonna give this one a little bit of time. Giving this one a little bit of time right here, right now. Want to make sure we're doing things right. And we got to stay transparent, updating the journal, and doing everything, of course, that we need to do. So, right now, over on the journal, guys, let's add ourselves a brand new entry. So, we are going to add a trade. The trade that we are going to add right here is going to be a loss. Now, again, why are we adding a loss? Because my last entry was a $1,007 profit, right? And I did not add the other one just yet, and we want to make sure that we're doing everything correct. So what is my total on the day real quick? I just want to make sure that we're doing everything transparent and doing things the right way. So right now, traders, we are up $605 on the day. Margin realized $605. So if we have $605, let's again take that away from our initial win that we had there of 1,007. So we had 1,007, excuse me, a 1,007 minus, right? What do we have right here? 605, $402 loss. Yep. So again, that's what we have to put in right here. So we do have, again, $402 loss. I just want to put in the overall screenshot of this whole entire day that I've had on this. And it's still going to be an overall win on the day. You guys know I'm still up 600, bucks, but I just always want to document everything. So I have this right here. Let me take a screenshot of this. Let me grab this just because I want the AI to be able to help me out here. So $402 loss. I'm going to upload my screenshot real quick. I'm going to title this 2 wins, 1 loss. Green on the day, but did take a $600 loss. Add my entry details. I was looking, this was a dip buy fail. And again, what happened here, it cracked under my support line. So again, this cracked underneath my support line. I'm going to just add the screenshot that I just took right there. Add that right there so I can go back, save my changes right here. So that was a loss. Post-trade analyst right here. So what happened? Again, I was actually very happy. So I was happy with my entry, but the stock fell under the VWAP, got halted. I got out as quickly as I could. All right, so basically, again, I was happy with my trade. Remember the first loss I had. Got out as quickly as I could. Stuck to my game plan. Didn't hold my loser. So stuck to my game plan. Didn't hold my loser over on that one. I mean, I was pretty happy with that. The overall, again, trade on that, I did add my P&L. But again, my losing trade that I did, I was in at 660 and got out at 570. So my entry price, I was in at 560, or excuse me, my entry price was 660. My stop loss that I got hit was back down towards, again, 560. I had, again, 1,500 shares. I was looking to buy that play. My overall loss on that one, my overall loss was $678. So my overall loss was $678. That was a very quick trade. What was my emotional state? Honestly, my emotional state on that, I was pretty confident. I wasn't like I wasn't super confident, but I was very, very confident on this trade. Stock symbol, the symbol on that trade that I took a loss on was what? MOGU. So I lost over on MOGU. And the reason why I enter all this, guys, is because you want to have it so the AI can be able to teach you, what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. So like it's important to try to stay as accurate as you possibly can, just so again you're staying right, you're doing everything correctly. So basically, again, this all puts us exactly where we need to be. Yesterday, again, I had $1,200. You guys can see my multiple trades that I had right here. Go into detail on those trades so I can review them. Then of course I had my trades here today where I did have my win and I did have my loss over on these trades, but we are up $605. Let's go look at my stats right now. My stats at this moment is what? we have our trade win percentage. We win 75% of the time. My average win-loss is 1.9. So my average win right now is $759. My average loss is $402. Now, that's a good thing. The fact is, I have my average win is not double to my loss. My average win is not double to my loss. But my average win is at least what? Like, it's solid. It's like, it's not double, but it's close. So I am seeing this as a good win right here. Trade path score, win percentage, profit factor, consistency. I trade overall in good emotion. My net P&L, $1,870 on today. So my net P&L, my net P&L, which we're trying to grow over the last 2 days. $1,871. Did have, again, $1,200 win yesterday, $1,000, and again, took a little bit of that small loss. But overall, we are pretty solid. Now, we can go over to our trade buddy here, and let's just see what we can do. Let's see, how can I improve my trading? Let's ask the AI. Let's ask the AI right now, how can I improve my trading? Where is my trading lacking? Let's do this. Where am I lacking in my trading? I don't know if they're going to say anything after only 2 days. I think probably we're going to get more data after like 7 days. Stats, 75% of trades without stop losses, only 25% defined with risk parameters. So basically right here it's saying, Dek, it's 75% of the trades you took, you didn't actually have an official stop loss. Trading without stop loss in gambling, not professional trading. Your one loss, $402, occurred in a trade with a stop loss, providing you needed risk on every trade. So again, 0% of the trades you planned had risk-reward ratios. You don't want to gamble. So basically, this is saying that where am I lacking? It's lacking by I'm not setting stop losses. Now, I mean, it's true. I set mental stop losses, but, also position sizing. 100% of the trades using having 1,500 share size regardless of setup quality. Description, fixed position sizing without adjusting for trade quality risk shows lacks of nuisance of risk management. Different setups to observe different risk allocations. Okay. Thanks, trade buddy. So, right now, traders, not bad. Not bad in any sort of way. But we are 2 days of green, 2 days of profit, 2 days putting ourselves on up. We'll take that right there. Again, every single person, I am going to be, again, doing this on the Trade Journal every single day. If you guys want that, you guys are all good. Dek, can you manually sync your broker? I believe so. I just haven't figured that out yet. So, I believe so. But I just haven't figured it out. But I am going to bring the CEO of TradePath over on the live stream over on Monday. So on Monday, he's going to be coming on and showing us a whole bunch of things. But yes, as I said, everyone sign up a free 14-day pass literally right now. 14-day pass to that right now so that you guys are all set, ready to go. You guys can come on over here, type in 14 capital D-A-Y. So again, type in 14 capital D-A-Y, and you guys will get a free 14-day pass. So it's 14 D-A-Y. It is case sensitive, little heads up. WLDS, guys, starting to get weaker. WLDS starting to get weaker. Sitting again, $605 in gains. Pretty awesome day so far. Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any final questions, comments, concerns? Any final questions, comments, concerns so that we're all set, ready to go? So that you guys are all good. I just want to say again, as always, thank you so much. I want to make sure that you guys are all set here. Team, as always, we're trying to fire off, make as much money as we possibly can. And I just want to say thank you so much for every single person who has joined us on this day. I hope you guys are excited. Guys, we are going to be going to 2:30 in the 5th, October 2nd, New York City. Not only just me, but I know TradePath will be there. Wolf Financial is going to be there. Katy Perry, the stock trading influencer girl, she's going to be there. Day Trade Professor is going to be there. A lot of awesome influencer, trader type of people going to be there. Free event, October 2nd, New York City. Traders, it is Thursday. I hope everyone banked on this day. $605 on the day. We are now up nearly $1,900 in the last 2 days, and this is how we're going to keep this party going. Man, it's a blast. Man, it's absolutely incredible. Man, it is absolutely awesome. So I hope everyone is having fun. I hope everyone is enjoying it. And I hope you guys are, again, doing a fantastic job in your trading. Tomorrow, final trading day of the week. Last but not least here, if you guys want to join the #1 trading community, right? If you guys want to join the #1 trading community in the world, come on over here. Join again, tradecaster.com. This is where I live stream every single day. Free 7-day pass, and you guys will be all good. Dek, when is again the audio over on Pro Trading Room is going to be fixed? I'm going to send them an email today because I know that's been lingering on. So let me email them after today, and we'll be all set, ready to go. Guys, thank you so much for everyone who has joined us on this day. You guys are fantastic. You guys are amazing. Help me wrap this thing on up here, baby. And the final moments in 3, 2, 1. Ah-hoo! We ain't slowing down. We're only picking up. I'll see you guys again later on. You guys are fantastic. Enjoy your day. I love you guys. Enjoy making that money. Do it, team. Did you make money today? Did you make a profit today? Did you come out on top today? I'm the Batman.
I got this question the other day. Why are you successful?
$1,000 profit today.
First niggas gotta find me.
$700.
50 grand to a motherfucker like me. Can you please remind me? Ball so hard, this shit crazy. Y'all know that don't shit phase. And as we go,
Lock it on up.
too when I look at you like this shit crazy. Ball so hard, this shit weird. We ain't even Pope be here.
1,400.
It's only right that we be fair.
Who's ready for $1 million year?
You should be asking how to be successful. Jackson, Tyson, Jordan, Game 6.